Good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So we are not going to be beta testing the mid cap today. Today we're going to be trading NVIDIA with 1,000 shares with the normal group that I trade with. So we're going for the big money again today, trying to make up for a couple of bad days. I'll get back to it. I did have a breakthrough on the scanner for mid caps that I think will help it. So I think it needs to be 1.5 or 2 day, 1.5 to 2 day ATR, or I mean a dollar amount on the ATR, and then over a 10-day period, and then there has to be over 10 million in volume prior to the starting time. So these are some of the criteria I've been setting up for the mid cap strategy. It kept coming up with just a few stocks. There was only a few that you could, it came down to just a couple that you could actually margin and short on Thinkorswim, although I did have Thinkorswim on the phone, and I'm arranging for other stocks to be marginable. It's just they're not giving a very good deal for it. So, of course, that makes it even worse because mid-cap, you're trying to scalp out these. I mean, it was a terrible day trading yesterday, and I did come back to the power hour, but I only made a few thousand. It wasn't great for that either. I did that on the RV strategy. It just wasn't that great. But anyway, so I'm here making more money today, so that we'll be trading the RV strategy. If you don't know what that is, watch a ton of the videos. It's all covered in Day Trading Volume 1. There's my commercial. That has the criteria for it all, as well as exactly how to trade it. And it's really, you'll see it right here. It's really, it can be very, very successful. The other thing, just to get them out of the way, the open strategies in this book, Trading Journal Logbook, that's the criteria and how to find the right stocks to trade the open strategy that we trade here. And then I'll be calling these out today. This is the newest one, bestseller put out by the $1 Million Margin book, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. That's really good. I was asked to help with the companion to that, which is coming out very soon, which is going to have all kinds of cool stuff in it, including little cheat sheets for the patterns. I don't know if you can read those, but the patterns are pretty important, and I'll be calling those today, but we're just going to get right to business here because we have a pretty big, important group with me today. But please read this disclaimer. So I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is all just for entertainment. Don't try to copy this or emulate this. Speak with people that you trust. My advice is that watch all the different gurus, read all the different books, and I'll have a whole bunch of these books as well as Trading in the Zone and The Best Loser Wins, all links to get those books on here if you just want to go straight to them and buy them. I would read, and I would watch, excuse me, everybody that you can possibly get a hold of, and just don't trust any single trader, me or anybody. What I've found out through the years is by taking little bits of strategies from other people and then trying to create my own strategy, some good, some failures. I trade a certain way. When I'm trading live, I trade a certain way, and that's what I like. And then I try to teach you guys different ways, some that I've learned through the years. So everybody has their own style. So I keep an open mind. If you're losing because you're trying to follow somebody online and you just keep losing, that's probably not your style. I mean, you can try to tweak it, but it's probably not your style. So anyway, I'm going to assume that you've read that. Let's move that again. There we go. So the way this is a range-bound strategy. So the first thing we do is we set the range. So you look at the close of yesterday. So for NVIDIA, that was $424.65. And then you look at the Wilder's ATR, which is the average true range over a 14-day period. You'll see as I move this back to that candle, that average true range was $16.11. So you divide that in half. So basically, roughly, you're getting $8.06. And you subtract $8.06 from the close of 624.65, and you get the ATR low, average true range low, and you add the other half to the close, and you get the ATR high. So you subtract half, add half. That's our range. The thing with NVIDIA is it's moving straight up, so the range bound isn't working as well, but it can still be respected. So I would definitely use it as pivot points, and then we do 4-hour pivot points, which is where the stock is turned around. What is a pivot point? It's where the stock is turned around. In previous times, I don't know what that's doing right there. I think that's supposed to be a 1-hour mark, maybe. Unless that's just for that one. I guess that's just for that one. I just didn't pull it over far enough. Anyway, so yeah, that's right where it is, right at the top of that. So anyway, where the stock has turned around before, that's what you're looking for within the ATR. So you mark those pivot points if they're not picked up by Fibonacci levels, and I'm going to go over those. And I also marked some pre-market levels, and I also marked some 1 hours because since we're going straight up, I couldn't find a lot within the ATR except right here and right here to try to, there's still people waiting in those areas, although maybe not so much with NVIDIA. Every stock's a little bit different. Then you do the 2-day ATR. I know I'm going faster, guys. Low high over a 2-day period, and that's going to get you some more support and resistance lines based on the Fibonacci levels. And then you're marking pre-market pivot points as too. I marked a couple of those in here as well. And then I have another Fibonacci, which isn't really going to come into play, maybe, which is back 10 days. And I go from the low, you just saw it there. It's just low back there up to the high of right here, pre-market. I did the pre-market high. But you can see it's really below the ATR and above the ATR because the way the stock moves, that Fibonacci isn't really helping us too much. So let me get these back in order because we're going to be trading in just a minute. I have the regular scalping indicator. This is what everybody voted to use today. We are still tweaking that other one. I will still have 2 different scalping indicators available for you very soon. Certainly this month, this coming month, and they'll be available for you. I keep thinking that it's already the new month, but so you'll have that. All that stuff's free. All this layout's free. Most of this custom scripts are on episode 83 if you want to find them. Yeah, we have about 3 minutes, guys. But I'm okay with going in early if everybody's ready. A 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, level 2, active trader. I did a little trade to make sure everything was A-okay. And we are looking at support and resistance. So this is the volume profile set on intraday. So I'm going fast because we're getting to business here. So there's a way to do that. If you watch the videos I have show you how to set that up. That's showing you that hue is sort of the whole volume profile between the red and the green. And then you have the ATR high and low here, the 1-hour pivot points, the 4-hour pivot points, the pre-market pivot points, and then the VWAP. Man, I can't shake this cough. VWAP low and high. Okay, we'll be trading on a 1-minute chart, and we have the 15-minute to keep perspective down here. These others have been minimized, 1 hour, 4-hour daily, and the other 5-minute with the Fibonacci. So, he's there. It's 22 people. Okay, so I'm thinking this was the ladder down. Okay, so it did go up like it was supposed to go. For reading the patterns, okay, sort of a hangman here with an inverted hammer here, so that was really broke their patterns. But this was the indecision twice with a doji / spinning top doji, which showed it going down, and then this banked off that 4-hour, and you got the 20 and the 9 moving average right here, and here is the point of control right in the center, right where they say all the action is. So there she goes back up. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to go in. If everybody's ready, we'll go in a little bit early. I'm going to see if it can bank off this again. See how it keeps respecting this 4-hour? So I'm going to go ahead and sell right there. So I went short. So look at the slippage that had, right? That's because the spread is so big here, because I was looking at the ask, and I got it much lower than that. I wanted that to be a little bit higher than that. But anyway, so my max loss per trade I set today is 2,000, and then I have a 7,000 max loss for the day. With NVIDIA, you have to think bigger, or you'll just get shaken out of everything. You could get shaken out right away, because I don't really know for sure which way things are going to go. So I bet on a continuation of this fading I didn't think it was even going to go this high, so I'm a little, I thought it was going to fade off that. Look at this volume come in here. Did you see that? So that's telling us that this short movement down has got a lot of pull on it. So let's take a look at this scalping indicator. Yeah, you can see the red is the sellers, the green is the buyers. This is the volume. I'd like to see that volume shoot up while I'm holding this position. And mostly I'm going to be reversing here. I lose like $200 to $300 every time I reverse And every time I use market combined with that. So that's why the big mega cap stocks, this has to be, our RV strategy is based on a $25 billion market cap minimum and a $1 billion float minimum. So, yeah, so getting ready to if it bounces off that fib again, let's see if it's going to go to the next line. It's going to the next line. So it's going down to the 4 hour. So I'd be inclined to reverse right there. Let's see how it moves. Let me get this straightened out. Okay, so now this is the bottom of the volume profile. Wow. Okay, so that's a very, very strong move right there. So I'm not going to jump out of that quite yet. So let's see if that pulls back anymore. That's a great opening trade if I don't lose it. I have to be careful on the bounce. It can bounce $1,500 in a split second. So that is when you have this high share size. That is what you have to look for. So you have down here too. Yeah, I definitely don't want to lose this, guys. So I'm going to get ready to reverse here. So you start looking for the even dollars as well. So here's what the market maker's willing to give me right here. So probably around, oh, it already broke back up. Okay. Yep, it's almost pushed it there. Almost pushed it there. 1,600. Now it's back down again. Let's see if I can get one more push down. I'm literally going to reverse in just almost a 5 count down here, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. $26 even. $26 even, maybe? Can it get there? I'll do it at the 26 even. I'm going to do it there. What did I get it for? 26 even. All right, that was good, and I banked it. Now, as long as it doesn't keep flushing, I'll be great. But I got it at 26 even, so I'm going long again. Yep, that's long. 626, obviously, that's long. That was not a brightest question. So... yeah, it's hard to watch other people and trade at the same time. But that makes me feel really much more relaxed that I've got a bit of a cushion so I can talk to you guys and not feel so freaked out that I'll be in the red immediately. Now, typically my goal is 5,000. I'm trying to get between 10 and 15 because I've had sort of a slow week here. So trying to make it up. I'm trying to make, these days I try to make closer to 40K-ish a week. But, you got to be careful setting those kind of goals because then you start to break your trading plans to make it. So I'm okay with 1,000 a week. Okay, so I remember the days for sure. So, wow. I'm going to go off that. I'm going to go off that 4 hour. I'm going to go right there. What did I get that at? 628.40, and I banked over 5 to do that. That was one of the reasons I did it. Now, let's see. Let's see if it's going to channel here. Yeah, so that's the beginning of a reversal pattern. Let's see. This could be a bearish tweezer here. There's a fib right there, so we got to watch that fib. Yeah, it's at the fib, so I'm going to take that and reverse at that fib. It seems to have slowed down a little bit here. So let's see if it's just going to... remember, guys, get this scalping indicator for free because it's definitely a big help to me right now trading, watching the way that's moving. So buyers were going up on that last candle, so it kind of told me to turn around on a reverse. So let's see if it pushes right back up here to the 4 hour. We're just consolidating around the point of control right now. It's textbook RV strategy, sideways consolidation, perfect to call it that way. So we're looking for it to get up to like 628, 50-ish, 60-ish, up to that ATR. It went down a little lower than I wanted to see it go down there, but it's supposed to be going the other way, guy. It may drop out of this channel, so we gotta be careful here. Oh, there it goes. So look for the half dollar, the whole dollar, or for up the 4 hour line up there. I'm going to reverse at the 4 hour. There it goes. I'm going to take that. I got over 6K, so I've got a big cushion to make mistakes now, which makes me feel very happy. So we're going to look for it to bounce off this again. This is perfect channel trading. Ceilings, floors, ceilings, floors. So those aren't happenstance levels there. Those were marked out on pivots and Fibonacci levels. So now in the book, it shows you exactly how to do that. My videos show you how to do that. So this is started last March, and so many people are making so much money with this strategy. It's just a range-bound strategy, but it's tweaked a bit. You know, it's like the oldest type of strategy in the book around here. I mean, like out there. And I don't mean to say like a book, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, and this is going to get down. Is it going to get down there to that fib or not? Looks like it's not going to the fib, like maybe it already did. Is it counting that at the fib? Because it really didn't. I'll take that. What did I get that at? 76. So that's a little higher than I wanted it. Now it goes down. Yeah. So you can see the spread here is just huge. So it did break 7K for me. Everybody's wicked green up there. So we're going long. My long is long 627.76. 627.76. Yeah, you guys are doing good. Okay, get ready to reverse at the 4 hour again. Let's see. You can see the buyers are strong right here. So let's see if maybe it's going to push through. Let's just take a close look here. Look at the scalper indicator. Look what's happening here. Look at the top of this pushing through. So it did push. So let me just make sure we're not doing something crazy here. So that's the VWAP. Still get ready for it to flush off this 4 hour. Or to 629 even that might be the spot that you go to. Oh, it's right there hovering at 629. It went right through it. It went right through it. Yeah. This froze up. The ask froze up on it. That screwed me. So I'm way up here. Wow, I'm way up to 630. God. Yeah, the ask really messed me up there. I started looking at that, and it froze on us. I'm going to reverse right there off that fib. Oh, I didn't even get close to it. 650. I'm not fib. I thought that was a fib. I made those orange today. That's a 1 hour. But this was also the top of the volume profile, so I looked at that, and this is a huge non-characteristic for what we're dealing with here, and that's why I banked it, and I banked over 10. Now this comes back up. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's, I think I traded exactly like I would have based on that. That was kind of like a flat top breakout there. It was one of the things I was watching. And when it broke up here, it was like, okay, it's right at its top level from before. Kept pushing, kept closing a little higher. Not closing because that was a close, but I mean, the wicks were just a little higher, kept getting to a higher level. Okay, so now I'm back. And now I've got on a losing trade here. So, I mean, I can, this can go over 1,000 before I'm going to panic, and I won't panic then either. But I'll just take note. 5 minutes looking good. Everything's looking green right now, which means I'm in the wrong position if this continues to push through the top of this volume profile. And this is just literally trying to push it down here, and this is trying to push it down here. So now that is a spinning top at the end of the move. So know your patterns. That's a sign of a reversal right there. Makes me want to hold this. And there it goes. That was a call out reversal there. And there it goes. So now it's got strength on here in a 1 hour and a pre-market pivot. It could give it a springboard like a trampoline right back up. So you got to watch it. I mean, every time it breaks through, remember, there's people here. Every one of these candles is full of people that traded. That's the way you've got to look at it. A lot of them are holding the position still. A lot of them are, are sold out and waiting to get back in. That's why these exactly where the candle opens and closes makes a big difference, because there are people there. Okay, so again, still it's going back up, unfortunately, but it does show an indecision here still. So let's see what happens. So I would have snagged it down there now. So that's the second time it's got an indecision there. That's a hanging man right there. Spinning top, reversal. Hanging man, reversal. Both of these show reversal. So let's see. And it's also hitting this pivot. So it's getting close to possibly making a flat top breakout at this 1 hour in this pivot too. So is it going to reject or break out? So that's the thing. If it breaks out, I've got to be faster. So either way, I kind of got to be faster just because NVIDIA is pretty fast. So I kind of like to stay over 10. I have been pretty good with the trade so far, but a couple bad trades and you're back down to 5 or 6K. So let's see if it pivots off that, if it bounces off that pivot point. That's a green trade, but I could reverse at the wrong time, so I'm watching it close. But this is the problem with the patterns, is they call out something, and then sometimes it takes a little longer for it to actually do what it called out to do. So yeah, it's not. I'm going to take that, guys. I'm reversing there to bank that. Wow, that was a delay in the Thinkorswim registering that trade for me. Yeah, it just could not break this, so I went ahead and got it pretty close to it. This is at 69. I got it at 71. Wow. I should have snagged that little rise and then pull back here. Yeah, I'm long, 629.71 long. 629.71 long. NVIDIA is just so great to trade right now. Everybody I talk to is making so much money on NVIDIA because it's basically just going straight up. So as long as your ending position is long, you can usually ride it out. It all comes down to share size. Don't get screwed up with your share size. So let's see if it bounces off this again. We're looking for it to break it out. We don't want to keep hoping that it goes short. So we're looking for a breakout up there. Look here, because this spreads messes up, and these sometimes, because NVIDIA is so volatile, sometimes Thinkorswim takes a little while to reconcile, kind of like when they at the open, it's the same problem, but because NVIDIA is such a high volume, it happens all day long with NVIDIA. Yep, I could have captured that. Again, that's twice I could have got that little move. Look at how the volume is dropping here now, right as I talk about strong volume. So, a lot of times it just starts to wind up. Like this looks like it's a wind up to like burst. That's definitely what this looks like right here. So that's not a ladder bottom really. This is another spinning top at the bottom of this move. Now I have my set very, very sensitive, so these wicks and shadows will be a little longer than most platform layouts, but they're giving you a little bit of an advantage of showing you the strength of the move. So know your patterns, guys. This reversal was easy to call that it was going to do this. Right now, it's telling you that it's going to go up based on that pattern. So let's see if we get 3 white soldiers here right after that. And that would be this is signifying that it's going to punch. So let's see. This one, not so much. It's like you feel like that's just too big a move for one candle, so you feel like that's going to fade. Like I always talk about how the oxygen's thin out here. Think about one of those Top Gun movies where it's just like, I can't reach the ejection handle. And anyway, they just kind of fade off. Doesn't happen all the time. Okay, so here we go. If it goes back down again, I'm definitely going to write it back down. So there it goes. Okay, so that's what we were looking for. Now it's going to use this as support. So that was another breakout there. So let's see if it's going to really continue its move or not. Wow, nice, nice. So we'll look for it to get near that 1 hour up there. Again, I'm always looking for it to turn around. I'm looking to turn around up here. Anywhere up in here. See if it goes a little further up in there toward that 1 hour. Watching the level 2. Watching the market maker. It's only giving me 59, 54, 62, 74. Okay, I'll take that at 75-ish range. And I am now short 631.63. I'm waiting for the next pullback. And then hopefully the next one will ride it up to the ATR. That's what we can hope. And if it doesn't pull back, I'm going to get out. But I've got a nice big cushion to make mistakes now, so I'm going to get a bit more gutsy here with this one. So this isn't going to be a pincher move because it's not. It's a little too high. So we're going to use these support and resistance levels. Now we're outside of the volume profile daily, so it's being pulled back to this magnet. Keep in mind, this isn't moved up enough, so it's being pulled down almost like gravity. It's spinning and pulling it down. I'm trying to think of analogies to tell you guys, but if you look at it that way, you can kind of get a feel for what's about to happen in the market, like that Jedi. These are not the droids you're looking for. So if this is going to be a spinning top, then it's going along with me, even though I'm red right there it goes. So that's really good. Okay. So that's good for me. So I don't know how many people followed. It looks like most people did. No, maybe not. Well, I'm going to bounce it off that. I'm going to take it off that, guys. I took it off this 1 hour. So I got it at 36.30.82. So I'm a little... not the best position. Reverse back again at 630.82. So this is nothing but up. Nothing but up. So you can't get lost in these little short moves. I want to capture them, which is, what I do. And sometimes it doesn't go well, but I'm always trying to capture these little pullbacks on an upward move rather than just ride it to get, you can get double your money if you call them right, or you could not make as much as you would have. So, you got to call them right. Usually with this big bunch, I've got Charlie here, but she's not here today, so it's a little harder to keep things in order. I'm calling out my position more than I normally do. So they're respecting this 4 hour as a floor, as a springboard, and that's good. So now we're going to see, is it going to respect this, or is it going to send it back from this one here? So that would mean it would respect it if it pushes it back down. So this might be our new channel for a while. And we want to try to capture that. 90. I'm going to try to bounce off that 1 hour. Let's see if I can get it closer to where I want it up there. That's only 74. That's 82. That's 85. 90. Okay, I'll try that. I banked a little. Let's see if I can catch a little dip there. There's a dip. I'll take that dip. So, it almost slipped the whole amount. Wasn't I over 16? God, I can't remember. You can slip $300 here in a split second for $400, $500. So I'm not sure what I had there. I think I was 14 a minute ago. This looked like I wasn't a winning trade when I flipped it that quickly, but it dabbed down there. So I got it close to it, 38 instead of 27. So now is it going to go right back down again off of this or break it? So we're looking for another almost a flat top, picturesque flat top breakout. I mean, it's not quite perfect because these don't quite make it, but picture this 1 hour being a little lower, like down here at 31. 631.82-ish, and we'd have this like picturesque flat top breakout, except for that one candle, or a flat top breakdown, or just a rejection. It depends on what, verbiage you want to use. Wow, I'm going to go off the fib. What'd I get it at? 632.18. Wow, am I not? Is this not? I should have looked here. Reverse again. I did not like my position there. Do it again. So what I got that at? 631.90 this time. So I'm right in this area. Uh-oh. No. Oh, God, I got to reverse there. I took a hit. Okay. Nope. Not good. That was a bad trade. All right. So that's what I mean by getting stuck by. I don't want to get stuck going short. So I'd rather take a 500 hit or a 600, whatever that was, and get back in the longer game there. That was one of the dips that didn't work too well for me. It would have been better if I just would have held it a little longer, but you know how that goes, right? So I am long now at 632.59. My God, that's nice. I'll take a reverse there. I'm just counting on a drop-off. That's all. I'll pull it back to the ATR. That's all I'm doing. I'll take that. 17K. I'm back long again. Oh man. No, I don't want to reverse here. I might sell. Yep, I did not expect that big rejection off the ATR, so. But that is where it will happen. I mean, look at these two. Look on the scout. Look at the strength of those buyers, and all of a sudden that happened. Yeah, there we go. Go back up there. Yeah, this is the first time I haven't been really, on the front end of the move. I'm kind of like dragging behind the move here. I think I just did too many quick trades right there. I do an average, guys, about between 15 and 18 trades when I'm trading the RV strategy, according to my stats. 15 to 18 trades a day. I might be a little higher today. When I do that crazy stuff where I just reverse, when you have such a wide spread, it's just not, it's not smart to do that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to reverse there. And I banked more. I got back the money. So, again, this is where I go. The air is thin up here. So we're above the ATR. So are we going to start a new escalator strategy here? Or are we going to fade off up here where there's no oxygen? What's going to happen? That's it. That's the end of my pivot points. That's the top of the fib, of the 10-day fib right there. So, this could go to 650, 660 today. The way, NVIDIA is going to hit 700. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but soon. It just keeps going up. So had you just bought the position when it was 200 shares, depending on how many shares, you'd have tons and tons of money. I am one of those people that are holding that position in a longer term trade, in a different account, obviously. I had to deal with Schwab again for something because you know how they're pushing your TD accounts over there, and then I have a lot of different accounts, and suddenly they're giving me the warning that I'm trading with funds that aren't settled, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And because it's a lot of money here, when you're trading with these kind of share size. So I had him on the phone today and saying, like, what do I am a pattern day trader on every single account I have. And I guess somehow when they switched it over, so keep that in mind, guys. If you have to like reinitiate it, and you can do it right by going to TD Ameritrade and go right on and under your accounts, and then I forget, there's like 3 easy steps, and then just apply for margin, and then it usually says, assuming unless you don't have a problem, you have been accepted like immediately, but then it says 24 hours to put it in. But I told the guy, I said, like, do I have to change accounts, or are you going to let this? He said, no, go ahead. It's good. You're good to go. I'm like, okay, good. I was like, oh, it's not like I'm a beginner trader here, guys. It was just it was a little annoying, but 633.43 short, 633.43 short. So we're looking for it to bank. I'm looking for it to bank off that 1 hour. And I'm looking right here because I don't trust the spread. I'm going to take that. Oh, where did I get that? At 08. God, I thought I was down into the 31 range there. For a split second, I was in the 31 range. Well, I broke 18, almost to 19. So I'm going long again, 632.08. Everybody there is well over 10K, which is nice. Wow, this is a couple of 17s and 18s. And there is the leader at 21. Yes, I've learned to hate him. Just sucks when you can never be in the lead, but I'm not really upset, but wow. I'm sorry. I'm going to take that. Okay, so short at 633.63 short. 633.63 short. Nothing to go on except take the money and hope that it falls off again and get out if it starts to go too high up on the negative for me. So yeah, guys, I'm at time. Actually, I'm getting very close to time. So hope I didn't jinx myself by saying that, but so most likely this is going to be my last trade, and I'm going to try to stay above 20K if I can. So good day. This is what I was looking for. It's exciting for you guys, for entertainment, because yesterday was a little bit of a nightmare. I'm not used to trading that way. I felt very frustrated. Still, I mean, I made, what was it, $390 or something. Still was $390, but when you compare it to something like this, it's not very exciting, But the mid cap, there's an answer to the mid cap. I'm still working on that. I'm just going to take that 21.5, guys. I'm out at 21.5 at that ATR. I'm thinking that's it, but maybe it's going to keep going down. So, hey, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Remember, all the stuff here is free. We're not selling courses or anything. The link to a lot of books from different authors under the information, people that I really trust, the $1 Million Margin Club, and then the Best Loser Wins, and then Trading in the Zone. Those are great books. So if you don't have them, you should get them. The Candlestick Pattern Playbook, you're going to want to get them. You can see right here, look at how accurate this is right here. That's a reversal candlestick pattern, and look at it reverse. So it reversed from 633.60 all the way down to 632. So it reversed actually all the way almost $2 down from that. $2, right? So then that's when you use the support and resistance lines from pivot points, and it broke, it pivoted. Now, it might tell you, if you read the book, it either would say go back in when it breaks back through the ceiling. You might want to wait till it breaks through the ATR, but, see like, hey, it's not going to go back down. But that's a long ride from there to there. So, I mean, I trade pretty big channels. You can try to shrink these channels down, although when a stock is going straight up, it's hard to get tighter channels. I mean, they're not just made up. Hey, let's just make a shorter channel to trade off. I mean, if the stock turns around from previous 1 hour, 4 hour, 5 minute, 15 minute, or sometimes even day, see if you can pick up a pivot. And then, a lot of the time it becomes respected, as you can see from here. Tap, 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 almost tap. And then when it doesn't make it, then it's usually going to go up the other direction. It's not strong enough. So I could have kept playing this move down, clearly. So, because I stopped at the ATR, so I would have 23,000 by now. But, okay, guys, listen, thanks for watching. Be careful out there. Don't try to trade like this. Seek the advice of a financial advisor. Trade in a simulator. Absolutely. Don't trust me or anybody else showing you anything online. You got to get that old noggin, the noodle, working and just watch all these different things and then practice in a sim until stuff starts to click and work for you. And then small share size, unless you're just already a millionaire, you're probably not watching me. So, all right. Okay, guys, I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.